Hi everyone, my name is Arnel Augustin. Before transitioning to the nursing field, as most of you know, I was in a rock band called Scarlet. I played drums, and we were from a local town called Bartlett, Illinois. We did all of our own production, writing, promotion, and distribution of all our music. There's been a major change in the record industry recently, whether artists choose to sign to a major label or to remain independent. Artists can either A, sign to a major record label, B, remain an independent artist, and C, we will discuss the direction the music industry is going in. The pros of signing to a major record label would be guidance. Major labels can help guide artists in the right direction in their careers. They'll assist them with making the correct moves. Otherwise, a younger artist might not know what to do as far as direction. Major labels can provide management in their business aspect, financial support. Major labels can provide financial advances for their music, and major labels can also set up artists with network connections for other artists in their industry and with other radio stations. The cons of signing to a major label is that major labels will own a percentage of their music, and they will lose ownership of their music and or brand. Major labels can also can take control of their creative work. Major labels can also force artists to pay back debts and fulfill contract agreements. Because of this, artists who otherwise don't pay the money that is owed from the financial advancement, major label will make the artist perform more tours, making the artist feel overworked. Artists can also be dropped from major labels, and this also causes a high turnover rates. If the major label feels that the artist is not fulfilling their end of the agreement as far as making them enough money, they can drop the artist altogether. Pros of staying an independent artist would be that they would retain control of their music and or brand. Independent artists will also retain 100% ownership and or rights to their music. Independent artists will also be able to pick and choose their team. They'll also be able to decide who is in charge of their booking, their financial management, and so forth. Independent artists also would have no debts to repay because they would independently fund their own project. They would be in charge of their own financial assets. The cons of being an independent artist is that they also have to, because they have to fund their project, everything has to come out of their own pocket. They would have to create their own network and booking. They would also have to do their own self-promotion. Artists would be in charge of getting their music out, and it is up to them. Because of this, there would be more work in the hands of the artist as far as the business aspect. They would have less time to focus on the artistry and on the music altogether. Lastly, the cons is that there's a higher level of competition at this level of musicians, because there are more unsigned artists than there are signed artists. To get past that level is much more difficult. Next, we will discuss the direction the music industry is going. Because of the advancements in technology such as social media, Apple Music, and other music production software, it is essentially not needed to sign to a major label because artists can do everything all on their own. The only reason I feel that an artist would need to sign to a major label at this point is for things that they cannot access independently, such as like network connections, and getting to the next level of their career that they couldn't do independently. Yeah, that's all. And here's a quote from David Neveu, founder of the Music Business Academy. He said 10 years ago, the only way for an independent artist to gain exposure on a large scale was to endlessly pursue and hope for a one in a million major label recording contract. For an unestablished artist, it was pretty near impossible to find new fans for your music beyond what you could bring to live shows. Fast forward 10 years today, the internet has turned the recording industry upside down. Artists don't need major labels to find success. In fact, it is preferred not to have one. The internet has created enormous opportunity. Using the internet, independent artists and bands can literally have thousands of people listening to their music all over the world every single day.